well, almost 2 years, if not 2 years already. So you made your pro debut, and now you're still trying to place yourself in the world of boxing.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, like you said, 2.5 years, I want to say, and I think I'm just starting to get comfortable with myself in the ring. It took me, like, I want to say 10 fights in the amateurs for me to get my persona, and I think now it's taken me 10, 11 fights, and I think this 12th one is going to be the best that I can offer for everybody.
Right after that, you went and you came back, like you said, back to the drawing board, right back to fighting again. It looks like you waited quite a bit to not to come back, but I mean, you're not fighting at the frequency that you were fighting before. Is that by plan, by choice, or is that just by chance?
Not by plan. We had a few things happen along that time. One of them being just hand injuries.
Now, after the loss, you came back. You're rebuilding. You've been fighting in Mexico again, and now you're waiting to fight in the U.S. again. Has that come as frequent as you wanted to, or has it taken more time than you expected?
Well, I mean, only reason we really fight in Mexico is because the fan base. Yes, we have a lot of fan base there in in Mexico that just goes and supports all the time. Anytime I'm there, and I love it. But we need those fights to keep myself busy when we can't find a fight here. Over there is perfect, you know. But as far as the frequency of my fighting going, it's there's been some times where we have too long of intervals where I'm not fighting, and that's something that we're gonna keep trying to work on and getting fights here in the U.S. and just bettering my record as soon as possible because I'm not I'm patient but very impatient at the same time, and I just want to get this going.
Fighting at home, what does that mean to you? To make you, like, fan base, the casino's pretty close, but nearby. You had a tremendous following the first time that you fought there, as I recall. Are you expecting the same more? Your name out there a lot more now?
I'm expecting way more people to come through. I have so much fan base here in Temecula. This is where I live and have grown up since the age of 8, I want to say. I spent a lot of time here, made a lot of connections, and we have a lot of relationships. I'm expecting a huge fan base to come through on the 28th at Pachanga, and it's going to be a great event.
First time that you fought there was you had an opponent that was a difficult opponent. It might have served you better to wait more, and yet you went out and attacked him and went forward and tried to knock him out. Is that something that you want to do for your fans? Is that something you want to do for you? Is that just your basic style?
Me as a person, I think has a lot to do with my fighting style, and all BS aside, when I'm in the ring, it's hard knock. It's all cutthroat, and I'm how I am. I'm tough, and I'm here to work. I'm here to win. I'm not here to play games. I'm growing older. I'm still young. I'm barely gonna turn 22 years old, but that shows that tenacity and just what I have that's inside of me. And so when I go and fight, and it's a performance. So that audience, I'm trying to give them what they want, but I'm not shying away from myself. I like to take my time and stuff, but at the same time, I just wanna win. So
You're talking about the bigger fan base. How are you seeing this happening? Is that by social media? Is that by people seeing you on the street? How is that coming along?
it's going good. I have somebody that helps me and works with my social media. But just as far as that, I mean, I'm really trying to spread and network. Instagram is a huge platform for me, so just continuously trying to post and share who I am as a person and as a fighter with the rest of the world or whoever watches me is something that's important to me.
What do you feel that people out there want to know about you? Is that your style? Is that where you're fighting? What is what that generates the most interest as you see it?
I think labeling. I don't label myself as this, but I think I'm seen as this a lot, and that's as an underdog. And I think everybody loves an underdog. Everybody loves somebody who comes from practically nothing, or just grinds their way up to the top. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm not coming from the top. Nobody has ever given me handouts. No one has ever picked me up and grabbed me on the shoulder. Let's go up here. Nothing. No promotion team. This is all me, my dad, my team, whoever. Just in my years, my past trainers. I thank them. Everybody. This is grassroots. This is something that is a dream for me ever since I was a kid. I remember back in elementary school, we would what do you want to be when you grow up? Be a professional boxer, a world champion. I used to write down, and so this is something that I live for.
You're doing what a lot of boxers are doing now, which is to stay at home, create your own gym, whatever it is. Are you comfortable? Can you train exactly as you would in any other gym?
I think I could train better. Here, I just feel like I feel like this is my like sanctuary. So when I come out here, this is it's my home. But when we step out into the backyard, it's like a cutoff. There's a fence. There's a wall. And so when I come out here, we got everything that I need. We got bags, plenty. We got double end bag, speed bag, and then just I think my mentality and it just helps me shape everything. You know, we're out here grinding. I have a sandbox there that I work on with my legs, and we do all kinds of things. I think it builds my character.
What about your training? I know that the same thing has happened to you that happens to a lot of boxers. We just start shifting trainers. Is that something because you just don't mesh that distance, timing? What has been the reason for you of changing trainers?
I think I've changed a few trainers in the past years during my career, and I think I've learned so much from each one of them. But it comes down to just bettering myself and my style and what works for me and what doesn't. And I feel like once I've learned or gained the knowledge and experience that I have from one of my trainers, and things start slowing down, and that's when I feel like my team agrees, and we change it up, and because we can't have like a flat rate of something that's just stagnant. We need to always be growing and getting better, and so for that reason I've changed trainers in the past, and they've all been great decisions that I look back on now, and I just am proud of.
So Joe, how did you get involved in the sport of boxing and then specifically to assist Robert?
You know, I've always been a fan of boxing, and our company and our team looks out for local talent. I was actually at a fight when I saw Robert, and I was really impressed with the skill and his maturity in the ring. So it's something that we reached out to each other, and we made it. We really want to help him out. We support the local talent. You know, our companies are out here, and he has a bright future in the boxing game. And we feel like we can help him develop and attract attention and get the right people in his corner to help him move forward.
He also has a great personality, nice looking kid. Does that help the image of your company? Is there an association in that matter for you guys?
Absolutely. We like good people. We like the ability to help out, and there's a certain type of individual that we're looking for, and Robert fits that criteria. He's such a good guy all the way around. If you get to know him, he really cares about the community, his friends, his family, and he's just a good guy all the way around.
You think he'll make it one day as a champ?
I know he'll be world champion one day. He possesses all the skills, the tenacity, the characteristics. It's just hard work, and in time he'll get there.
So tell me a little bit about Right Take. What does it do? What is its association with other companies? So pretty much tell me about the company.
So Right Take is a emergency service business. So we focus on natural disasters like floods, hurricanes, and events that you can't really plan for. Burst pipe, flood in the house when you're on a vacation, and those are the services that we specialize in. The other company is IS Management. We manage the local talent, from AAA all the way to NBA, NFL. So we're interested in Robert's skills, his abilities, and we really have a lot of belief in him and what he can do.
Okay, you always seem so serious. What makes you laugh? What makes you it tickles you? Besides besides boxing.
That's a good question. I don't know. I think it's just enjoying myself and sharing memories with family and friends. Just being goofy sometimes. I think it's a lot of seriousness involved in this sport and stuff, and I do take it very seriously, but I like to have fun with it. And practice time, when I have some people practicing here at the house, we dance around and call jokes out and mess around with the bags, like, what did you say? I didn't hear that. Bam, and hit the bag, just different things like that. I think it's those small things that matter a lot, and just having fun. But when we interview, I don't know. When we do these interviews, I get serious for some reason. I get passionate about it. But I do like to have my fun.
What about like at home? Do you leave the boxer out here in the yard, or you take the boxer inside the house too and live off within the house?
It's hard for me to leave the boxer here back behind the scenes. He goes along with me everywhere. He's always in the back of my head, and just behind closed doors. Shadow boxing is always involved. I'll be walking down the street, just, a little something. I think all boxers can relate to that. It's always going through my head throughout the day. It's way too hard for me to leave boxing, behind the sheets. Whenever I'm going through my day, it's always there.
Do you now have short-term goals, long-term goals? How are you scheduling your mindset of what is happening going towards the future?
I have a hard time doing these short-term goals because I'm always looking towards the long-term, and just I want to set myself up so right, and that's where the short-term goals come in, because those short-term goals are what's gonna keep my plan in great shape for the long term. I have a team now that is helping me out with that, just as far as sponsors go and publicity and all that, getting myself out there. So we're shaping the right way, but I just feel like we're still not there yet, and that's how I see it. And I'm just gonna keep shooting up to the top.
Give me, in summary, short-term goal and then long-term goal.
Short-term goal, I want to win this next fight in the best way that I can. Hopefully a knockout within 3 rounds if I can do that. If not, we'll see what happens. But that's my first short-term goal as of right now. And then long-term goal, I want to get a belt. Doesn't matter what belt, but just a belt just to have and put that around my waist, I think will be perfect feeling for me, and it'll motivate me that much more to just keep grinding.
Perfect. Those are the kinds of answers. Being an independent boxer is never easy. It becomes very expensive. What kind of help have you gotten in the past, and what kind of help are you getting now?
So in our past, we've had a few different sponsors that I want to thank. FBI, Federal Bug Investigators. I had a lot of great help from them. And then BC Fit Meals out of the BC Cafe. Great food that fuels me every time that I fought, and still does to this day. So I want to thank them. Big thanks to them. Another one was Roadrunner Specialty Towing. They were helping me in the beginning of my career that I can't thank them enough for. And then my future ones, I welcome all sponsors to come and join the team, along with Team Ride Tech. That's been here for me now, and is going to be another long-term sponsor that I'm grateful for.
All out of Temecula?
All out of Temecula. There's been some that are LA area, but BC Cafe, BC Fit Meals, Team Ride Tech, that's Temecula area.
It's never easy.
Not easy at all, but we're still doing it.
You wanna hit this one now?
I'm gonna move these chairs.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in the way.
Dale.
Well, try to stay on the. Don't try to turn this way. That way your back's not. No, don't turn. Stay in one spot.